This trade is already dead. So I'm just gonna close this out. This trade hit my targets. There's a quick scalp, and now it's retracing hard. Let's just do this. Let's put a buy stop in place, even though in my mind, this trade is likely done. Put a buy stop in place. It's all demo, guys, please. Okay. It's so slow today. We are expecting some bullishness on NASDAQ today, but quick scalp to the low ends. I think we could run out some liquidity here. Maybe make our way down here to 20,044. You guys bear with me as I on this YouTube stuff here. We're already live. I don't know if we're live, guys. Let's see if we're live. I'm gonna focus on trading. It says I'm streaming, but I don't see nothing. See nothing. Another issue going live here. Distracting. Focus on price action, guys. Sorry. I don't know if I'm live or not. Price is moving and I gotta see what's going on. Take here. I probably missed my exit there. This live stream thing is annoying. Why can't it just play out? So we're live. I don't know. I don't trust it. At this point, I could have exited again my position, but everything moving slow today. What's up with this? Let's restore my computer. Mouse is moving slow. All right, I'm gonna be quiet and try to figure this out. There's no bueno. I don't know if I'm live or not, but I can't focus on that. Price is too volatile. I'm gonna get rid of this bad stops too. If I'm live, great. If I'm not, I don't. It is what it is. Just delete this order. Can't focus on all that at once. says I'm live. Okay. I guess it's working. These marks are about to climb up. Probably missed that. Let's go. This is why staying focused is best. I got thrown off today trying to set up this freaking live stream for you guys. Okay, so I'm trying to calibrate myself to these markets. Pressing anything. Where's my mouse? Oh, mouse. Thank you, Mr. Mouse. So a few things. This could be the move to take us higher. If I'm being frank, and I might have just missed my buys trying to get this live thing to work. But part of me feels some type of way with these markets. One, we're definitely gonna go higher, right? These highs here, something to watch. It looks like we're gonna go straight to it. If you look on the S&P 500 and US 30, they both ran these lows here. We did not get that on the NASDAQ. So this move alone here is probably enough to take us all the way higher. And I missed that train. I did take some sells here, quickly to here. But again, the live stream was just, I didn't know if it was working or not. I was focused on that. But I do think that a few things. One, 7:30 news came out. Unemployment. I don't know what the numbers are. I don't care. We had them, what, drop price. Boom. What did they do? Take out liquidity. Trains this little loot zone right here. And then we see it go higher. Now, usually I would be inclined to take buys, and I would have taken buys, being frank with you. Looking at the lower time frame, at least the 5-second chart looks very nice. Because we didn't see NASDAQ run lower. And our eyes are up here. So I won't be surprised if price just keeps on exploding from here. I just won't be a part of it. On the other hand, Trump says he's going to speak at 9 o'clock. He has a big announcement, major announcement like we've never seen before. So what if they just decide to take this market lower, even lower, right? How much lower? I don't know if they'll do this. This is where we closed yesterday. What if they want to take it here? Or perhaps they don't want to take it all the way there. They take it to this monthly loot zone low. Monthly chart, there's a loot zone there. This is a low of it. It'll be tough for them to do that, but my mind goes, what if just drive it lower and then still take us higher? Okay. On any other given day, if I didn't have that Trump speech in the way, if we don't have 9:30 in the way, and honestly, we had this fair value gap right here, here, here. We call that loot zone. That's kind of stopping price for now. I'm not saying price can't climb above it, but at this moment, I'm not inclined to press a button. Look on the 15-minute chart. It also has nice C4 in here. It's up close candles. That can drive price. In fact, it's actually a nice short here, if I'm being real. I'm going to test these shorts for a second. gonna test these shorts. 5 contracts don't hurt anyone. It's just risk. Yeah, I know I'm counter trending this market. Um, so we'll see if we want to see the C4 here. All right, a series of up close candles deliver another opportunity to go short. Keeping in mind, I still want to be bullish for the day. I'm just thinking like if Trump has this huge announcement and the insiders know what it is, well, I just want to drive price lower first in a deeper discount so people can get some good buys. What I'll be watching here. I'm not saying like it's just my thought process on it. So I'm applying the thought process to the chart. Overall, you're better off being bullish. Just a counter trend trade, just so you're clear. Counter to the trend. The trend is bullish. But I do want to see, maybe they want to take liquidity one more time, right? Run this lower into this loop zone below here. I'm watching these series of up close candles. Can act as a loop zone. Now, if we trade above them, then we can use them as support and go higher. In the meantime, test that theory out of it dropping. Again, this is a demo account. So please do not demo account. See? Okay. Take this Heist. Dealing with the back snatch today. I press buttons. It's not enticing to press buttons on a live account. It's just me engaging price. So again, what am I looking at? Why am I shorting? This right here. See that act as a C4. C4 minus. Just watching. Do they want to run it lower one more time before then taking it higher? Or have they already done damage? Again, these highs, you can see they're clean highs. And if we draw New York opening price, we're also above New York opening price. So we're watching again. Do they want to come down one more time? Take out these equal lows right here, and perhaps these lows as well. That's what I'm watching here. Let's do this. I'm not even going to try to. I do want to set a TP. Let's call it a day. Usually I still set a TP. I'll let it run. Just set one to see if we get it. Show you guys how slow my mouse is moving here. There we go. Still early in the morning, guys. Still trying to catch myself. There we go. Perfect. One thing you can do is watch what's happening on US 30 and S&P 500. I'll be inclined to close the position. If one of them run lower, and NASDAQ does not, I'm going to exit because this is a counter trend trade. It might even go all the way down here. Doesn't have to. Go here. It's a question. Could take these lows. Let's go low hanging fruit. Let's go low hanging fruit. Let's just leave it right here. I'll leave it right here for now. If it even gets there. Watch see if we get one run lower here. I think they have way more highs to go on this, by the way. So, we're just watching this one closely. Counter trend trading here. It's going to be tougher to go lower if it's even going to go lower. But if price starts doing certain things that's I don't like, now exit before you even hit our stop loss here. Being frank with you. Um, but so far everything seems like it's playing out smoothly. We're seeing some rejection. If you look at that 1 minute chart, what you're viewing is a 15-minute chart to the left, 1 minute chart to the right. Seeing some type of rejection. Yeah, I think the real fireworks takes place at 10 a.m. Whenever Trump decides to speak and give that announcement. I am expecting higher prices, guys. I really am. Everyone's expecting higher prices. So that being said, do we want to run lower first? Is my question. And get into a deep discount and then discourage everyone from actually trying to buy this? That's the question I'm asking myself. So I'm trying to think of mentally. No, part of me feels like I can move this take profit. I'm gonna move the take profit just a little bit. Well, I'm gonna leave it there. I see another level it can hit, but let me just leave it there. I see it going lower if it's to go lower. I can't see it going way lower. What's up for a second? People are like, why are you shorting this thing? Are you crazy? It's a bullish market. I get it. I get it. Trust me. Not an easy thing to try to do. It's really not. I'm really starting to think, guys, you can really go below these lows here. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. So, see if we get that. But again, these lows are first targets here. Still haven't gotten an 8:30 opening or 9:30 opening price. So obviously 7 o'clock didn't seem like the real banger that's going to take price higher here. So we still have 9:30 opening in New York. See what that does. And then we still have Trump speaking 30 minutes after that. So those first 30 minutes, I like to observe that. And I would love for this to drop lower before we get to those hours. Or at least maybe right 9:30 run lower. Still dancing around too much in here, though. I'll just close it out just to watch price from the sidelines. There we go, guys. Getting some traction lower. Hitting New York opening price now. Let's see if this loop zone wants to give up. See this right here. I like to trade below that. The 1 minute chart. Trade below that, I feel more confident in the fact that we're probably gonna run these lows. New York opening price is sensitive, so we're getting some reaction there. And the fact that we have a fair value gap there, I would like to see that get ran over if we are to continue going lower. Second, guys, watch that fair value gap, watch that loose zone, see if he runs below that. Right. I'll be right back. Let me try rushing my car. Hopefully, this doesn't run lower first. That's the only thing. I'm watching US 32 and S&P 5. Try to be back like flash. Honestly, this could be another short right in here. This could be another short right in here. But let it go. Are we? Let's add another short. Like 2 contracts. This thing moves slow today, guys. I promise. Super slow. At this point, I'd rather not see it aggressively move out of that 1 minute loot zone. I think when I'm looking for stuff. You guys, there's a lot of distraction going on here in my household today. So forgive me. You probably time all over the place right now. I'll give you guys my full attention. I'm really trying to get situated before 9:30 to 10, but I guess that's not gonna happen. Cool. Anyways, I'm letting go. I guess it's not meant to be. I was looking for something in my house. I guess I should. I'm not. It's not meant for me to find it. So we're gonna focus on price today. Let's see if price can run those lows now. That's what I'm still targeting. Uh, again, I'm watching S&P 500. I'm watching US 30. If they run those lows and NASDAQ does not, then that could be funny business, and I don't want to be a part of that. This overall is a bullish market. So as I'm counter trending this, I got to be careful for any aggressive moves that it's not productive. Or that's counterproductive to my counter trend trade. So we're watching this very closely here. And ideally on this 1 minute chart, I really don't want to see start jumping out of here. Ideally, I want to see stay in this fair value gap or this loop zone and then drop lower. That's ideal. LZ. All right. So I told you guys my ideal scenario was I didn't want to see price start catching the flu. All right, getting cold feet and pushing out of here. But again, we're still sticking through. That's just an ideal scenario. Let's go on a 5 minute chart, see what's really happening here. Yeah, everything is still set from the 5 minute perspective. You can remember the trade was entered based off 15-minute lengths. So as much as I did not want to see this 1 minute chart react the way it's reacting right now, I still have to keep in mind it's off this is a lower time frame, and I'm really basing trade offs of 15-minute potential movement. Okay, if you look on the 5-minute chart, you can kind of see an inverse loot zone. So I'll draw that out here shortly, but I just want to watch price. I don't put too many things on my chart right now. All right, so it's pushing back higher. And keep in mind this orange level is a C4 minus on the 15-minute chart. So still watching that. And if you draw on a daily chart, you're going to see this is a daily. This is Sunday's opening gap, I want to say. Shaded green area. So look at your chart when price goes on Friday, between Friday and Sunday. There's a close and opening price. The shaded area is that. So this also is a sensitive area. That's why you can still expect this to act as some resistance. And my eyes are here. See if you can get that. Counter trend trading, by the way. And no need to panic. Our stop loss is way far away from price. I do think that they did do some damage here, right? Running out these lows. But ultimately, if you look on the 1 minute chart, these look clean. And again, I told you guys, the market doesn't like clean prices, clean price levels, right? So if the market was a barber, you know the type of haircut you'd be getting. So it would be nice. So point is, what I still want to see is us drive lower. If it doesn't, cool. Again, we have that's what we have for stop loss in place. That's something we already accepted the risk on the trade. But ideally, that's what I'm basing this off of. Is this is smooth. We have Trump speaking. Um, we have Trump speaking at 10 o'clock New York time. He mentioned it's gonna be 9 o'clock New York time. Keep on missing that up. Is it 9 o'clock New York time? I know it's 9 o'clock my time. I'm in Central Time, so it's 10 o'clock New York time. Yeah, that's right the first time. He's gonna speak. He says a big announcement. Everyone's gonna wait for that announcement, and it seems like it's gonna be bullish news. So if I'm running the markets, why not take price deeper, right? Knowing that it's gonna want to discourage some people from buying, and two, it's gonna be a lot of liquidity resting below, right? A lot of people don't want to go long, and then I can, exchange their position for mine. So those are maybe early longers. That's the word. Unseat them and then go long. That's my expectation. That's why I'm in the shorts. Again, it doesn't have to happen. That's just what I'm thinking. Okay. Yeah, right now this is the barrier. This one, this 1 minute chart. This is holding price back from um going lower. If we can trade below this, I'll feel stronger that we're gonna run these lows here. Okay. 4 minutes to New York opening price to 9:30 opening. If we can get that drive, maybe right at 9:30 opening drives aggressively lower. See if we can get that. Okay, now I think we should get that drive lower now. Mm, I think this is it. At this point, I don't want to see it trade back higher. I want to see some speed here shortly. Again, by the way, guys, to just being honest, I'm trading other accounts in the background. So this account gets the less love, meaning if prices hit my target, I'm trying to close out profits on other accounts before I close out this one. Just so you know, in case I'm slow, like, why is he closing out his trade? Especially today when the mouse is moving so slow. It's because I have other accounts on the side that I'm working on. This right here is demo. Okay. I'm only gonna trade on demo with you guys. This not live, but this not trading advice. I'm just giving my opinion. I just do this for fun. How about that? Not trade advice. But all I'm doing is reading price. And I want you to read price with me and see if you get any insights or at least increase your knowledge on how the markets react or how the markets move. Okay. So we're seeing some downward momentum come into place. Again, 9:30 opening is in literally 2 minutes. So you already know what that does. That injects aggressive volatility. Do they inject it lower to push price aggressively lower, or they start going higher? I think they inject it lower real quick. And the question is, how quick can I get out of my position, right? If there was injected lower. Man, keep in mind, guys, if they do run it lower, right? If they do run it lower, understand we're gonna be way below 9:30 opening price, and we're gonna be way below New York opening price for sure, and we're gonna be below 9:30 opening price as well. So that makes me bullish on top of the high time for being bullish. Okay? So we have 30 seconds here. Let's see what price does. Five, four, three, two, one. Okay, we're getting that push lower. Let's see if we can continue that momentum. I want us to stay below that 1 minute loop zone. That right there is not ideal. A little tweak right there. I want it to stay below that loop zone. Don't want to see it aggressively reverse from here. Okay, we close within that loop zone still. So everything is still playing out. But this is a 9:30 liquidity. So again, keep in mind, if all this wasn't going on in price, and you're like, okay, it's 9:30, price either gonna run out those that are short or those that are long. The levels that already exist before all this movement that will have you knee jerking and making reactions, what? This low right here, this low right here, right? On the low side, they're gonna take out the buyers. And if they're gonna take out sellers, these highs and these highs. So all this extra movement they're doing here, right? Making the market go wild is just make you have a knee-jerk reaction and decide to go buy. But we're calm here. So you see that move lower. It hasn't taken out those lows yet. I do want to see them take it out again. These lows are smooth. They came very close, but I'm not satisfied with that movement. I want to see them push through that. I mean, they're already there. Why stop, right? It's coming real close again. Don't buy this. There we go. You see what I'm saying, guys? Isn't that beautiful? Watching price action with the back snatcher. Stop playing with yourself, man. Stop playing with yourself. All right, let's close out some here. Again, I told you guys I'll be slow to close this one out because I have other stuff going on in the background. This mouse is moving mighty slow. Oh my goodness. Let's close out 3. Let's close out 4. Why? I'm not really seeing any traction from the likes of trading with the bag snatcher. Where you get here, you learn how to snatch bags. All right? Isn't that beautiful? Everything called out to the T. Now, again, if you look at your US 30 and S&P 500, they did not run lower. So this becomes dangerous, right? Meaning they can start reversing this if they want to. Or at least you should know it's possible to reverse this price. But again, we're still dropping lower, perhaps to levels that I mentioned earlier. Okay. As price is dropping low, I'm gonna keep on peeling off positions here. All right. So reality, I should have again. Okay, I'm not gonna keep repeating myself. But as we made a lower low, you could have taken some more partials, right? Now let's see if price wants even further to go lower, right? Because if you're on a 50-minute chart, what did I tell you guys like it to go to, or what I would like to see potentially? Uh, this thing moves so slow. At least touch here. That was a low hanging fruit. So again, this is where trading it becomes art. If you have the ability, the mindset, not close out anything and wait for those targets, that's what makes a difference in traders. Some traders be fully out of position right now, right? Again, my mind is on these buys. These buys are going to be crucial. They really will be. So at this point, though, if you look at US 30 again, it has not ran lower. So as much as I want these targets, this might be out the picture because this is a bullish market. Bullish market. And US 30 is not following suit. S&P 500 has even ran lower as well. So that is the danger that we have right now in price. Okay? That's the danger in terms of can prices turn around and not hit those targets? Yes, it can. What will be the catalyst? The stuff I just mentioned. I'm gonna move my stop loss even further in profit because at this point I don't want to see it come back up here. Oh shit. My microphone just got hit. Isn't that beautiful though? Let me take a screenshot of this. Watching it live. The Texas Heist is going on. The back snatcher is running it up live. No gimmicks. No gimmicks. I ain't telling you buy on one side. I'm not, I gave you the whole logic. Again, the whole logic behind everything. Take a screenshot of this, send it to your friends, say, hey, time to rob the banks with zero triggers with the back snatch. Okay. Now we're gonna get off this execution. Again, this thing's probably done. I'm just doing the most right now. And my mouse is so slow. The patience you gotta have. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna need an engineer. I can't be having a trigger that's not squeezing when I need to squeeze. I'm running a heist. That doesn't work. That doesn't work, would you say? I think you'd say so. Oh shit. I didn't realize this is why I haven't multiple. Try to get me. Something weird happened. Something weird happened. I pressed the button here. I realized it didn't get pressed. But it's okay. Everybody needs to be pressed, has been pressed. So, again, guys, this could turn around from here. Can. We ready to take money off the table, right? Um, we have our stop loss in profit. And we have context that we want to be long today. I want to be long today. Can we go long? Can we go long? Or can we not? All right, makes another lower low. We're going to peel off more here. There we go, guys. It's just a beautiful thing. It's clockwork. It's clockwork. It's clockwork. Isn't it clockwork? Clockwork. We're gonna see if I get these buys, right? I did last time I was live. Sells and buys. We're gonna see what we do here today. If my moderators, we are alive killing the markets. Killing. Oh, my laptop just died on me. That's not good. Hell no. You guys don't know what's going on in the background. I am fried right now. This laptop dying. You are crazy. Running positions? I'm not prepared for this heist today, guys. Something's going on. And my laptop just died. How's my tools getting out of mission? Luckily, we already peeled off most of our positions, so when my laptop keeps on rebooting, hopefully I'll be straight. Baby. I remember this name. Don't worry. Zero casualties. Just a nice squeeze on the trigger. Nice squeeze on the trigger. Sniper mode. A lot of people are like, how are you going to get short? The markers are bullish. This is, you don't know what he's doing. I don't. Maybe I don't. So we're going to move our stop loss here now. Again, it's an aggressive move to stop loss, whatever. It's probably going to knock me out if I'm being real. But we already did our job. Who cares? And we can still watch if price still runs to our targets. It's probably going to take those highs, but again, we are satisfied. It can take those highs, but we are satisfied. We already got the bread in the Duffy. Already got the getaway vehicle in place. Stop loss in profit. Really put some in the Duffy. Put about 80% in the Duffy. This is just extras. If they want to give us more, we take more. Okay? They want to leave the back door open, we go through the back door. We don't got to go through the front door. Right? So want to drop prices lower, we'll take that. We'll take that. But if you don't, if the triggers, if the alarm triggers already been if the alarm already been alerted, right? The triggers are on, then hey, we ready to go. With our getaway vehicle in place. Who you know trades that has a getaway vehicle? Nobody. Only the Texas Heist. You better join. Join the channel. Subscribe. I think the link to the Discord should be in the channel's description. It's not. We need to put it there. We need to put it there. It got to be there. It's a soft launch right now. We're doing this for free. Give you a game on how to rob the banks with zero triggers at home. Getaway vehicle. No face, no case. Zero casualties. You mean I can go in the bank and snatch a bag with the bag snatcher with zero casualties? Yes. That's what we're saying. All right, guys. So all the animation is gonna die down soon. Once this guy Trump, the orange man, starts talking. The orange soda pop starts talking. You know, tell other countries, I'm your daddy. Let's see what deal. I really want to know what deal this orange man made. Because I know it's going to excite the markets. He says it's a big deal, unless he's just marketing perfectly because he hasn't had a win in a long time. Who knows? Um, but so if it's as big as he says, we should see some bullishness in the market. Really should. Again, for you guys just watching, we shorted this thing right at a C4. Look at that delivery. C4 minus. Short. Boom. Explodes lower. Boom. Taking out these lows here. I told you the early buyers, the early looters. Early looters gets look. I'm the bag snatcher. Give me that bag. You got in too early. I'll take it from you. I'm playing with the bag snatcher. I got a whole crew. Liquid extractions, professional liquidity. Might just be a mastermind in the background. I don't know what's going on. I'm just doing the dirty work right now. I'm doing the dirty work. Okay. Bag snatcher doing dirty work. We got the professional liquidity, liquid extractions, and the Texas Heist running heists. Oh my goodness. Where are you? NTBF. That's where you are. Nowhere to be found. But it's okay. It's okay. I understand. I understand. I really don't. Let's see what this Trump guy's gonna say. Let's see. I really want to see what Trump has to say. I'm actually interested in this one. We need a win as a country. We need to see what he has to say as the president of the United States. I hope it's a good deal. I really do. He's a very interesting president, business minded, you know, all about striking deals. All about striking deals. With a stroke of the pen, I can strike a deal. So I'm down to J. Trump. Good thing. Oh, are we still gonna drive to my targets? No way. No way. See there, right there, they really could take something off the table, not being animated. But that run right there, another run lower, I should take something off the table. Right there. As it ran lower one more time, that could have been partials. Because now this could then go a little higher into this 5-minute loose zone and then still get that drop in there. Okay. I need some music, man. Look at that. Only the back can do something like this. Only in the Texas Heist. Isn't that beautiful, guys? I'm just gonna exit everything on this specific. Am I? All right, we gone. We are gone. And again, we're gonna probably drop it lower. So that was the low hanging fruit. So again, if I had the ability, which I did, but if you had the mindset of just holding for those targets, right? Up here. Let's call up here, all the way down here. Quick 120 points or whatever they are, handles, whatever. Easy money. All called, all expected. Right? Isn't that great when you can run a heist like that, clean, calling it live? Tell your mentor to do that for you. I'm just a student, by the way. I'm not a mentor. I don't claim that stuff, but you know, it came very close. I'm just gonna close out. I don't really care for it to that target. I'm just gonna close this out because you guys already seen the damage done. Okay, zero freaking casualties. So please shut up. Shut up if you're talking in the background. Shut up. Don't be a hero. I still want to see if we touch this level. Okay, so now we're out of the trade. No more emotions involved. Now we can just go home, ride in the sunset. Say, hey, you know what, guys? We did a great job today. Clap for ourselves. Or we say, hey, job's not done. Job is not done. We got Trump speaking. He's going to bring some excitement to the market. And we're still bullish on this thing. And then we're below 930 opening price and midnight opening price. Something is still happening here. It is still mapped out that the heist has just begun. Dun, 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 dun. I did mention here as well as a target. Do we make our way all the way lower there? Let me map something out here real quick. This is sweet. Where's 930? Right here. Ugh. So now you know that's where price opened today. We're going to paint that red for a second to watch those levels. You Forex traders will not see these levels, unfortunately. But we closed yesterday here, and we jumped up open here. Boom. Okay. So we're trading between that range. Now, this perhaps is a nice level to go long right here. Why? I don't think it makes sense. Could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. But if they're already gap price open, price is closed here, right? Let's just say someone was short from here. They didn't close out their position. They already gap price aggressively above those highs. Boom. So maybe they didn't get out because they're in shock. But let's watch if price is going to drop lower. Now it's dropped lower. Now they might stick to their position again. Just going to run this thing higher. I don't know. I'm just trying to make it make sense. That's how I kind of look at the markets. Just think about stuff like that. So we have 8 minutes to the Orange Man Speaks. We still have not touched this level. So look at how it's forming right here. Look at it form that nice little loop zone here. On the 1 minute chart, that could drive price lower one more time. Okay, so now targets have been acquired. Where can we watch the Orange Man speak? I just want to hear him speak. Usually when it comes to speeches, I don't really care, or news events like today, 7:30, I could care less what the hell the numbers were. I just don't inject some liquidity. That's it. Whatever numbers were, I don't really care. I don't even look at the YouTube chat. Let me see if this white clip. I don't know if anyone's saying anything. I don't look at the chat. Let me just see if you guys saying anything at all. Let's see. Oh, we got one person watching. Mm-mm-mm. What a shame. Pre-release of the. Oh, we got three. I don't know. Whatever. People will catch on. They will catch on. They will catch on. But you witnessing the power of yep. What's the word? Wielding your skill set to the best of your ability. Don't just say, "I had to learn this. I had to learn this from the Lord Jesus Christ Himself." And is you can't just sit there and be given a talent or given a skill set, and then you just wield it all willy nilly. You don't really put your whole full mind into it, right? Though it is given, it still needs to be sharpened, used to the best of your ability. Imagine you have a gun, hit the target, and just raise your hand, shoot, boom. You probably gonna miss. But you have a gun like, I hit that target, you're like, I'm a target, focus, and then squeeze at the right time. Boom! That's how we gotta take trading. Because we're giving you all the skill sets here, all the entries, the C4s, the loot zones, the targets. When are you gonna squeeze the trigger? Is the question. How careful are you with squeezing that trigger? Again, if you're in the wild, trying to shoot a deer, which I've never done, and you just take the gun, first deer you see, boom! You didn't even take 10 seconds to say, okay, hold on, I see a deer. Are the other ones around? Is there a bigger one around? Okay, now let me slow down. Let me relax my muscles. Target this deer. Is it running or is it drinking water? If it's running, let me just let it go. One of them. But if it's drinking water, it's steady. Cool. I can go in there. That's what we did today. We had 9:30 opening. There were some steel deers. Some early bank robbers that don't know what they're doing. The rookies. Oh man, this is easy money. We're gonna go there and snatch their bags. Right? And their bags were what? These lows right here. So at 9:30, boom. We had two deers. A deer right here. Standing there like, hey, 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 hey. This is free water. Free water. Free water. I'm drinking this water. Price going up. Yeah, those are up here. Hey, 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 come over here, guys. It is some free water. And you're the shooter right here. You're like, huh, what is in closer proximity? Well, okay, let's be realistic. I got him before 9:30 opening. So let me slow that down. But at this point, I think we got in. What did we get in? Let's just look at the price. Oh, goodness. I hate put this on my chart. Do this real quick. So we fired our trigger. Well, see, the 50-minute chart, I'm going to show the clean, like the exact candle. Let's go on the 1-minute chart. So we're right here. All right, cool. We fired trigger first of all here. Boom! Because we know we had two deers here. Up and below. So you know what? Which one's easier to get? If you look on the 1-minute chart, even closer, more details. We had two deers again. Here and here. Where is there a bigger congregation? Here. Why? They're all having a party here, smooth. There's been no disruption. Up here, notice how there are deers here at first. And then, boom, this disruption took place. So now it's just one solo deer, maybe, if anything. They already got dispersed here. But we drop lower and create this bundle or herd. The price goes here, squeezing that trigger to knock them out. And on a bigger picture, these guys over here. Okay, let's focus. 2 minutes before the orange man starts talking. Talking about squeezing triggers, hunting, running heists, clean executions. than live. Who's doing that? Nobody. I don't care. I don't freaking care. You guys are watching a legendary group formation take place with a Texas heist. You should have done no yet. You go find that. And where are you? NTB. Nowhere to be found. You need FAFO. All right, guys. Now, what's Trump gonna say? Let's go on YouTube. Actually, Trump's speech. I actually want to hear this guy speak. Trump speech today. Who is gonna host it? Hmm. Anyone has this link, please send me this link. If you have a link to Trump speaking, please. Hmm. You do. Unless you are an early buyer here, which is okay. Because think about it, right, these lows here ran out what? I think around these lows. Yes. So if you're buying here, that's great. I would want to see price come back below here anyways. So this could easily be, this is the trade right here. I know I'm not taking it, but it's just, this is what I'm looking at here. It's a potential trade right here. Long right there. Stop loss right here. There's a 64-point stop loss. But your targets are, I mean, so I really could have got out there. And for buys, the target's all the way up here, guys. Still 1 to 3. If I'm being realistic, that's probably what's going to happen. I missed my entry, actually. Now I'm looking at it right now. Oh, yeah, I missed my entry. I hate a slow mouse, my lord. It's gone. It's really gone right now. It's not coming back, guys. Let's slow down. Time's right now. 9:01. So Trump is speaking right now. We're going to squeeze this trigger right here. I'm too early, but I do like this down close candle here. I do want to see that on support price. So we're going to buy that. All right, let's see if this could yield anything here. Where's my stop loss, guys? I'm put this in place real quick. This one's a little more dangerous. If I'm being real with you guys, this one for some reason I feel a little bit off about this one. Just a little bit off. Just a little bit off, but a little bit off because it's like creeping. Mm-hmm. It could want to just go one more run lower, just one more. That's why we have cushion today, anyways. One more run lower might be done here. I can sense that because, quite frankly speaking, let's go on the 5 minute chart. It's probably gonna do one more run lower. Yeah. So we haven't really seen anything aggressive on the 5 minute chart. Yeah, this is probably gonna run one more time. I could tell. Just one more time lower. And it was 200 spies. Really should have waited a little bit longer, just a little bit longer. That's what I feel. Maybe they don't, right? But again, this deep push here. We don't even have a 5 minute C4. What we do have though is this 5 minute loop zone that got traded above. So if that holds off, then we'll be fine. But ideally, I feel like I should have waited just a little bit more, right? At least get like a 5 minute C4. That's what I'm watching here. And I don't like how these lows are smooth. Yeah. There they go. Let's see. We have 3 minutes where this candle closes. I mean, if it closes above here, then great. But I think they're gonna run this one more time. Trying to feel that. Just one more time for good measures. Because this is too smooth. I'm just getting out this trade. Uh-huh. Get out this one. Mouse is so slow. What if I'm wrong? I just push this higher from here. I just saw something actually. I couldn't. All right, I did too much. S&P 500 just took out these lows. Not get on NASDAQ. That's quite interesting. This is too early. Something just feels like it's too early. They could run this one more time. Just they could. They don't have to. I feel like it's too early. Maybe something like this. Mm-hmm. Yeah. One more deeper run. There we go. I'm just gonna buy some right here. Like 3 in there. Well, it's great news that okay. So now I'm thinking about a little deeper. This news that Trump is talking about, right? What if there's no good news? Or you know how the headline says good news and the market just drops. What if that's what's going on here? Or it says it's gonna be good news, and then there's no good news for real, for real. The market just dropped. Let me slow down on these buys. We're gonna slow down these buys. We're not even gonna press the button no more. I'm not even gonna try to catch the lows. Because this news that this guy's talking about, what if it's just, you know how the markets drive sentiment? He's been saying it's gonna be good news, and then the market just crash out, and they think it's not good news. What if? So at this point, sidelines. Let me delete this. I know what I'm waiting for now. No buttons gonna be pressed. Now, if we get above these down close candles here, trade above that, then I'll consider buys. Until then, I ain't doing nothing. These tricky markets. You know, take my profits from me. I wish I could see what Trump is saying. What is Trump saying? Anyone? Why is there Trump? He's gonna speak. All right, I think I found the guy. So we're just gonna watch this one play out again. I'm not really interested in doing nothing unless we uh we find our way above these series of down close candles here. So if we find our way above these candles, then good. If not, I'm just staying out of the way because this could be everyone decides to buy and we just end up selling for the day. Right? Like that could easily happen. Let me see what gold is doing. Gold, I want it to dropping. Gold ain't doing nothing. I hate anyway. So let me get let me start talking about gold. So anyway, see, it's still dropping. So we made a good decision to. Yeah, I took a partial loss there, but overall good decision to still get out of the way because these markets could easily just keep on crashing, 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 never return. Knowing that they like playing with market participants. Okay, he hasn't. Trump hasn't made an announcement yet, so that's what the markets look like the way they look. So this is one where paying attention to the speech actually matters. Typically, when it's like Fed Chair Powell speaking, I just wait for that news and I'm ready to for that time. I'm ready to execute. This guy has not said a word yet, so we'll wait on that, and that should cause some type of movement in the market. Let's see Trump's speech. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys. So watch that together. It's been 14 minutes. This guy's not said a word yet. What's going on? Is the deal taking longer? Did the folks pull back on the deal? It should be silly of them. Oh, you make a good deal. All right, guys. It's time to full port. We're going all in. Risk your whole account. Okay? Trump just said. I'm just playing. We don't do that here. At all. You can kind of tell the market just waiting for someone to speak here. See, now if you just look at your charts stagnantly, not trading this lively, you wouldn't know that. But if you look at it, it kind of feels like, okay, we're waiting on something. Yes, it dropped lower to the level we were expecting. Man, see how I hit that level to the T? That's beautiful. This could definitely add a retrace price. That's what I want to see. I don't want to step in there yet, but this level here, MLZL, monthly liquidity, monthly loot zone. Does that want to hold price? Or we're watching that. Monthly, if you look at monthly chart, you have monthly fair value gap. We call it a loot zone over here. The Texas Heist. Shout out to ICT, regardless. But now go deeper. Do we want to eventually start making our way high? I'm waiting on this Trump speech because he might say some stuff that just does something crazy. But overall, right now, where are the sitting ducks? Where are the deers that I explained earlier? There's those that are short. Here, 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 and then these smooth highs. So, don't be fooled. The market starts making its way higher. My expectation is to actually run out these highs.
I think so.
We're almost at the end, Mr. President, but talking about the United States of America, what is one culture?
The death penalty, and it would have stopped. But when the election turned out to be a rigged election, but that's okay. When election turned out to be, it was an election that shouldn't have happened. All the things that happened. I'll give you an example. We wouldn't have had October 7th, Israel attack. We wouldn't have had Ukraine and Russia fighting. We wouldn't have had inflation. We wouldn't have had all of these things that, happened. But in speaking with her, she said about family values, I said, well, you're not really saying anything there because we have great families too. We have great family values. She said, plus we advertise a lot. I said, ooh, you mean you advertise about how bad drugs are? Yes, we do. We spend a lot of money on advertising. And I said, unbelievable. That was such a great conversation because we're going to spend hundreds of millions of dollars advertising how bad drugs are so that kids don't use them, that they chew up your brain, they destroy your teeth, your skin, your everything. And I thanked her for that. I make so many calls and I never learn anything from anybody. I know everything and I never learn anything from anybody. And I spoke to this woman. As soon as she said it, she didn't have to say exactly what. I said, exactly. What a great idea. And I think we're going to have, and I saw pieces of it, we're going to go in with $100 million and then another $100 million initially. But I saw some of the ads and they are really violent. I said, you have to make them strong. Your skin practically comes off after a period of time. You lose your hearing. You lose your teeth. It is terrible. And we show this happening to people. And I think we're going to, we did very well with, we had blue ribbon committees headed up by the First Lady of the United States and a lot of other people that, they have no idea the viciousness of these cartels and these people. And they're smarts. They're very smart, tough people. Making a fortune, by the way, an absolute fortune. But we got it down 18%, which was a record. But 18% is not great when you think about it. I think we could get it down 50 or 55 or.
All right, guys, again, This is we're just gonna wait on Trump to speak. At this point, I'm not really excited about anything in price action till this guy freaking comes out and speak. I don't know why he says he's gonna speak at a certain time. He's not. He hasn't said a word yet. It's crazy. So we had one beautiful trade, and then we had one that turned to a little minor loss there. Overall, still profitable for the day, but I felt as though we're early. I tried to buy, but you know, it was 10 minutes past 9. I'm thinking this guy already started speaking, and we're not seeing any crazy reaction. Maybe we can just ride the wave, but come to find out, this guy's not even said a word yet. So at this point, I don't want to press a button. Do I think we're going to higher? Yes. I think if we analyze this range from here to here, we're below 50%. We took out liquidity. We're in this 50-minute loot zone. We're also in the daily volume imbalance. All right. I ideally want to see price start gravitating higher here. If it's do anything else, at minimum, come down to this level here, and then maybe go higher. But I don't think it needs to do all that. I think we already took out liquidity here on 15-minute chart, and now we can start making our way higher. But again, I right away for Trump to speak before I press any buttons. I'm not inclined. Now, what am I looking at, right? I'm watching how this level, if we are to start going higher, this can be a potential breaker slash landmine right here. Series of down close candles. Right, so we're thinking ahead of time. We're predicting ahead of time. This right here. That's a landmine. No, this guy's not said a word yet. But I would like to see price use this level. We're about to go higher today. I'd like to see price trade above that, drop into that, and then push higher. Until then, really nothing to do unless you want to be a long-term sniper where you just already bought down here and you have a stop loss all the way below here, which is quite fair, I guess. Just say from here, that's 140 points. I mean, if you're trying to capture 224, it's barely 1 to 2. So, again, not necessarily a fan of that overall. Or if you're about it, you can put your stop loss right below here. And then like right at the low of this volume imbalance on the daily chart and expect the price to push higher. If you're a long term, not long term, just more like, hey, you already hit my level, strong level. I'm expecting price to start pushing away from, then maybe. But again, we do have that thing in the back of my mind. It's like, look, what if all this good news? I mean, now he's not speaking. This is not a good sign, right? 20 minutes. Like, is he gonna postpone? Ridiculous. Can't just say you're gonna make a speech and just don't make a speech. What's going on? Yeah. Other thing in the back of my mind is like, well, what if they just want to run everyone out? I don't see that, but hey, so what if? Just what if? Now, I don't necessarily see that, but this guy's not said a word. So I'm just gonna set an alert here, man. Kind of annoying. Feeling the whole energy here. Feeling the whole energy. Alright, making me yawn. Woo-wee. I won't be surprised if he comes out and says he postpones the speech because we're almost 30 minutes in nothing. Unless he does that at 30-minute marker, that will make more sense. So until he says something, we'll wait till 10:30 and see if he pops out. That would be a perfect time. If he doesn't, then I don't know. I might just call this one a day. But just watch the left I pointing out there as a line mine. See if we get above that. If we can take some buys there. anyone's watching this, yeah, this guy Trump still hasn't said a word. So they might push this markets even lower. Look how the market's just going back and forth. Nothing's really taking place. The lower they push this, the more I want to buy. Simple. Um, we're on this Trump announcement. I don't know if it's gonna come out today. He's been driving the sentiment that's gonna be good news. Now the markets have been crashing. Perhaps all the deers that want to buy are stuck in headlights. Stuck like a deer in headlights, and they might just quit their position and get out the trade. So I want to see this drop lower again, I guess, and then wait for it to reverse. I'm still inclined to buy. We'll see if that happens. We're gonna wait till 15 more minutes, top of the hour, and see if anything happens there. But I'm getting to the point where I'm tired, and we might wait till PM session for an actual execution. In fact, if you move his speech to the PM session, just so it's all orchestrated. Actually, I'm closing this one out, man. This guy's not gonna say shit. Waiting to PM session to execute.